Becky. It's on. Do we have sound? Do we have sound?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Welcome to Calamity Cooking Workshop. How's everybody doing today?
Fine.
You guys all doing good in here?
Yeah, tired.
Tired? Yeah. I think everybody's a little tired. It's Thursday. So today we started the Calamity Cooking a little bit early today. Do you want to go show them the garbage can?
No.
Huh?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Well, we can show this. This is how the Calamity Cooking Workshop, because I was trying to pre-cook some stuff, and I made a mistake and overcooked the pasta. And then this happened. Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
Yet another kitchen item destroyed by Clayton.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So a good cooking tip is don't try to rush things, and that's what I did. Instead of doing smaller portions of pasta, I just threw all the pasta in a pot. So it made it super starchy and thick and mushy. So unfortunately, I had to throw away 6 pounds of pasta. Yes. Yes. So in the morning, as soon as I get here, I will be making new pasta the right way and taking my time. But because I did try to rush it instead of doing it the right way, how I knew I should have did it, I actually wasted a lot of food and destroyed a spoon.
Shame.
Oh, Carl, you're saying that you've never done anything like that before?
No.
Hey, I don't expect you to talk to me like that.
Yeah. But the good news is for what we're cooking today, I still do have 3 pounds of pasta. So half of the bag will go into one pot, half in the other. Okay? But I was just trying to be quick because I was hungry. It was lunchtime, and I
Call
just
it
do that.
macaroni, Clayton.
Yeah,
Call
right.
it macaroni.
I murdered the elbow macaroni and then turned into mushy yacaroni or something. You know? Yacaroni. So, what we are doing today, though, is we are going to make, well, it was going to be for tomorrow, but I won't serve you guys something I wouldn't eat, so I tossed it. We are making macaroni salad that's going to go with our barbecue Friday tomorrow, okay? So, you'll see here we have some ingredients. Obviously, we have large elbow macaroni. I looked for the little ones, they didn't have them, so we had to go to elbow mac. As you can see, they look like an elbow bent. That's why they're called elbow macaroni. Okay, and then we have the things that are going to go in it. I turned the water on already to start getting a boil to cook. Look in there.
Got taste.
I did. So in the morning, I have enough to make for today, and then in the morning I'll get here and make the rest. I straightened it, but when I went to stir it to see how it was like that.
Well, it only takes so many bendy doodles like that.
Yes. Yes. But I talked to them just now about not rushing in the kitchen. And that's what I did. Trying to do things faster instead of doing it right, and then made a mistake.
So for learning purposes.
No, I was in a rush, and I knew it too, because when she came in, she said, "You did what?" I go, and I'm like, but I was like, I knew it as soon as I did it. I should have did it, but it was too late.
When he told me he was going to put olive oil on it, it'd be good, I go, hey, go make it back del dente, and I walk out.
I put olive oil to see if it would separate them, because that's what you're supposed to do. You add a little olive oil, but no. It just made a better paste.
Yeah.
So if we need to build like a brick house, we have the paste for it.
All right.
Yes.
Here's your brick houses tomorrow, yeah.
Is that thing unlocked?
I'm going to unlock it, but I'm going to go get so we can.
Oh, okay. All right, so what we're going to do here is I do have the water boiling over here, okay, working on getting boiling. So I need to put the fan on though for psychological reasons, even though it doesn't go anywhere. Psychological. So have you not been listening at all?
No, you haven't said it yet.
I did say it.
What?
Can somebody tell them what I'm making?
Macaroni salad. Oh,
Yeah, I said it like 3 or 4 times.
For when?
Tomorrow.
For the barbecue.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start chopping up some of the things, but there are a lot of ingredients that actually go into macaroni salad. You put a little bit of Dijon mustard, not regular mustard, Dijon mustard. Gives a little bit more tang. We got a little bit of granulated garlic. We have some red wine vinegar. No, it is not wine, guys. It is just called red wine vinegar, okay? We have some sweet pickles, not dill, okay? You can use dill if you'd like, but most traditional macaroni salads take sweet pickles. We got a little black pepper, some salt, red onions, and some celery. You can add other things to it as well. You can add radishes, red bell peppers, cheese. You can add tuna, olives, all kinds of stuff.
Tuna?
Yeah, you add tuna to it. It makes a traditional Hawaiian one.
I thought that was shrimp.
No, I think they put tuna in it. He didn't even know they put tuna in it. You go to that the Ono Hawaii place. They have tuna in
Barbecue?
theirs. Yeah, they put tuna in theirs. All right, so before we start chopping, or we do have to draw a name out for the winner.
You don't want to just draw right out of here?
Well, I don't want to touch it because my hands are clean, so maybe somebody else can pull up. Maybe Mona can come up and pull up. But while they're doing that, I'll start chopping some of the onions.
What's wrong with me?
Well, we
don't know.
don't have enough time. We don't have enough time.
for you to explain something.
Explain what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So everybody that participated in the job fair today, you had to go to every job and you had to get your,
Thingamajiggy
Why
sign.
does it say Star Wars on it?
because it was a Star Wars job fair.
Ah.
Did you not go and see the Ewok Queen?
The Ewok Queen was here?
She's always here.
Yep,
All right. Looks like we got a lot of people that did the job fair today.
we did, so.
Nice. Who's it gonna be? Wait much away.
It is going to be, oh, and this person's in this room.
What are the odds? Ooh. Dun dun dun. dun.
Chadwick!
Hey, you won!
Yeah, you won!
Very cool.
Want to come up and get your prize? I'm concealing it.
He gets a red onion.
Look at that!
Oh,
Cool. The child.
The child, there you go,
cool. Well, we know his
sir.
name now. It's Din Grogu.
Congratulations.
His name is Din Grogu now. So we got our red onions. Congratulations, Chad. He did have some good questions in mind as well today about the
Oh,
Empire.
nice.
Yeah. So we got some red onions. We got to just dice up a little bit, you know. Hey, quit throwing stuff on the ground. You're such a calamity. So as you can see, I'm dicing them where they're little small pieces because you don't want giant big bites of it, you know. Ooh, look at that. Well, do you need to? Hey, we could put them in the paste. Refill our paste containers.
Oh, God.
So we're just gonna throw the onions in here, okay?
How to make your own paste.
We're gonna put everything in here for tomorrow. I'm gonna actually prep it today, so it's just easier in the morning. I can just throw it all in.
Hey, is there any tricks to, if onions make your eyes water, is there any trick to make that?
Yeah, be tough and not cry. I was taught that. I've never cried because of onions.
Stay out
I
of
won't.
the kitchen if you can't handle the onions.
Yeah, that's right. You know, put deodorant on, won't smell onions. So we're gonna dice this. There is a secret, but I honestly forget what it is. Gabriel, what's the secret of cutting onions that makes you,
Say, have a candle next to you.
or like one of the ends or something you cut off a certain way? But I've cut both ends off before, and they still gives that odor. The
Well,
one,
they say if you cut off, it's kind of like a cucumber, you cut off the non-hairy end and.
The hairy end of an onion?
yes,
You
there
don't
is,
cut Did you cut off both ends of the onion?
I do.
Yeah.
Don't cut those onions.
I'm not even showing the hairy end.
Oh.
Jeez. This is technically the hairy end. See how there's the little strings?
Which are also called,
Roots.
Yes.
Hairy end of the onion?
And those onions are for the hamburgers tomorrow.
Why are we having hamburgers tomorrow?
What?
Why are we having hamburgers tomorrow?
Because it is barbecue something day.
Is tomorrow Friday?
I don't know, is it?
I think so.
Is it Friday tomorrow?
yes.
Okay, yes it is. Alright, so we're gonna get back to dicing these. So, red onions are a little bit sweeter is
Why
why
are you cutting all the way through? That's weird.
I never cut all the way through because so it stays together.
That's what the hairy end is for.
Well,
That's what holds them together.
Tomatoes.
This is an interesting way to do this. Explain, kind sir.
well, it's just the easier way to dice them. You know, you cut them and then you turn
It
it.
doesn't fall apart.
Did you cut a side off?
No, see, I just go down.
You cut a side off as well.
Look, I am not no professional chef.
What
I
is this?
have survived for 29 years cooking for myself.
I think there's a good opportunity to share good ideas on how things work.
Oh, see, you're losing it because you took the hairy end off.
Listen, I have lost it a long time ago. It has nothing to do with losing a hair. You know?
Oh. And that's not why he smells like that all the time.
Oh, forget waiting till we're top. That's you know extra.
There's no day in his future tonight.
Not that, it's the fact that it's an onion.
The what?
The fact that it's an onion.
That was a lot of onion.
So you bit off one of these.
I did, because I could burn it.
Eyes are gonna mark.
He's gonna have a full head of hair.
No, it's heartburn.
Oh, I can only imagine the heartburn after the reflex goes there. No.
No, alright, so we got the onions chopped up for it. And then let's check our water's boiling over here, so we can get our noodles in. Yep.
Don't forget it.
What?
Don't forget it.
I won't forget it. So we're gonna have half a bag to each pot, okay? That way I don't overcrowd it again. Just like that. Okay. So there's a half and then half. Gives it a little room to boil a little bit. They say when you cook noodles, there's a certain ratio you do, but I've never really done that. They do. Okay, let me give them a little stir so that get them unstuck with each other. And then we gotta let them boil here with the lid off. Okay? Because we want it a little al dente for when we do this, not super soft, which is why I had to throw the other ones away. Yes, still a little hard. Not like hard, but still a little bite to them.
Yeah, one time I did the rookie mistake of leaving the lid on, and I almost made a mess.
Almost made a mess?
So, because I kept those, I was like, okay, I'll see what, play me tonight, it's almost made a mess.
Yeah. So next thing we're gonna add is some celery. Celery is one of those great flavoring foods. It just gives a little something to it. Celery is also really good with peanut butter, with cream cheese on it. Spinach dip, if you have spinach dip. Ranch. Hummus, blue cheese. I like to break them apart because you'll see there is some dirt and stuff that gets in them. Even when they wash them in they don't even really wash them, they just run them through like a bacteria thing. So you should always break them apart. You should always rinse your vegetables off. Some people say you should soak them in vinegar and water a little bit before, you know, but it just depends.
Would you like me to do that for you?
Huh?
Would you like me to do that?
Do what? Sure. And then there's like these little baby ones, which you could use. I always end up just like freezing them for like stews or something. These ones here, because these go good in like a soup. You know, there's not like much to them. They're a little softer than the other ones.
You give me that vinegar?
Yes. And then we're going to give some vinegar and water, just give them a little rinse. You guys remember why Gabrielle shared last time when she did the strawberries? Last week? Yes.
Because they take all the pesticide off them, because again, like you were just saying earlier, they don't really wash them, they just run them through a little, like a little anti-chemical bath.
Right.
Otherwise, it gets all of the other bacteria and pesticides that might be left behind.
Yep. It keeps it in vibrant colors, fresh, all that. Yeah. Yeah, but you're 100% correct, you know.
Did you only flip over your board and not get a new cleaning board?
I just flipped it, yeah.
I thought you would clean it and then use another one.
I'm gonna wash the table and everything off, so there's no need to.
So you're mixing like different like ingredients together?
It was there, now it's there. No food will be on here. Huh.
Clayton, do you like to use the leaves off of them?
Not for this. For other stuff, yes, I'll throw them in like a stew, and I'll usually pull them out because there's a lot of flavors in them. They get all like nasty looking, but the flavor's there.
Yeah, and it makes stock
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So we have our celery, and we also have our sweet pickles, okay? Sweet pickles are delicious, by the way. I'm a fan of them.
Not a fan.
Well, they're not a fan of you either. So I cut off the little nasty part, but if I was at home, I would actually save these and put them in a little freezer bag, and I throw them in for soup stock. You know, because you can use every little piece. Like all this would be all chopped up into a bag, you know, for soup stock. Okay, and then I say I save it, and then I forget about it, it gets freezer burned, and then I throw it away 6 months later when I forgot I was in there. But a lot of times I will do
But
it.
you have the intention.
I have the good intention, yes. Okay, so I'm going to cut these down the middle because we want little small bites.
How about the
Okay.
hairs?
Huh?
Do you take the hairs off?
I never have. Yeah. Anything that has hair, I'm very sensitive about taking the hair off.
My grandmother called it a hair. See the hairs? If you, that's what when you bite into it, it's
Yeah.
always you can strip them down like that.
Oh, extra work.
Yeah, but
Well, if you want to take the hairs off, you can while you're standing.
no, that's fine.
No, you can.
I don't have a knife to do it.
Oh, because you kind of got to peel them a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so then I'm going to just cut these into small little bites. Let me check my noodles so I don't have a repeat of earlier.
Whoever left these here are going to get dumped.
So we give these a little stir. I think these are almost done.
Al dente, al dente.
Yep, they're done. So we're going to pull those off the heat. So we're going to pull those off the heat. We're going to come over here real quick because to get them to stop cooking, you want to get the heat away. Okay, so we got our handy dandy little broken colander that somebody punched one day.
Clayton, why are you running cold water?
Huh?
Why are you running cold water?
Because I'm going to cool the noodles off them so they harden again
Right.
and stops the cooking process.
And you know what, another reason when you start to, no, let it
Oh.
go. When you do it like that, you're getting the bottom of your sink cool. so
Oh,
you
the
don't
same
have-
temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to pour these in here, okay?
Got these people act like they actually kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah. Because you want to re-harden them. That's the secret for like a good ramen too. Spaghetti. Like, where'd everybody go?
You can't
Oh, I can't see. I don't know where everybody went.
See?
Okay, so what we'll do is you just run cold water over. I do it with spaghetti noodles, ramen noodles, anything, so they don't stick together too, and it stops the cooking process. Because like when I do spaghetti and stuff, I like to add the spaghetti sauce to the noodles, not mix it. I hate people who mix it. I think they should be thrown in jail. You mix yours? Spaghetti sauce and spaghetti, or do you put the sauce on top? Just set it on top of the noodles.
I know, I incorporated it on top.
Go for it.
Well, when you go to Italy, you watch them do it.
Hey, the Italians don't do the one. Hey, the Italians don't do everything right. They lost to my ancestors easily in war. You know,
What?
Valhalla, the Vikings. Yeah, but everybody did. They just didn't stay. That's why they're not everywhere. Yeah. Yeah.
You
So.
need to make some Viking food then.
Oh, I have been studying how to make a Viking stew, but maybe during the winter I'll make that.
Very good.
Yeah,
So what are we doing?
a Viking stew.
No, what are we doing right now?
We're cooling the noodles. I'm working on it, you know. Then I'm going to add them to this giant handy container over here. Bam. Okay. Because if you look now, go ahead and look while I do this. I'm going to pull these ones off. Okay.
You don't look like this.
Yeah, they actually look like noodles.
After and then.
Ah, I can't see. Where did everybody go? Yeah. So it's really important not to let them sit in the water because that does make them soggy. Or do not overfill your pan like I did earlier. Okay. Like I said, I knew I screwed up when I did it, but it was too late to go back. You know, it's kind of like when you're rolling down the hill, rethinking your life when you are a little kid like me on big wheels. Yeah. You know, you're rethinking your life a little bit, like why did I do this, but it's too late, you're already rolling down. You know. So we're going to dice this celery up. This gets set over to the side under here for now. Okay. This is a handy dandy little table, by the way, people. Okay. I tell you, I'm very kerfluffed today because of my mishap with the noodles. I'm very irritated at myself. But it is what it is. No, I'm not you, Carl. I can't constantly cook bad things and be happy with myself.
I didn't say I was happy with myself. I just move on to cooking the next bad thing.
Okay. So we're gonna
Consistency.
so we're gonna dice up some of these. Okay. And let me cut this little piece off. I don't like that piece.
What did it do to you?
I actually like those pieces because they're big scoops with lots of peanut butter.
Yeah, because you found yourself that. So we're just dicing this away. It's a big prep, guys. You guys kind of don't understand. Actually, I think sometimes when we do barbecue Fridays, how much work it actually is when we prep your guys' food, because we are cooking for like 60 people. So it does make it hard, and there is a lot of prep. Like if I was just making me a little macaroni salad, I'd be done already. Okay, but I have a lot of stuff to add to it. You know, to make it good. So enjoy it when we cook it, because it is a lot of work.
Or else.
No threats.
Or else.
Oh wait, if you don't like it,
That's starting in my.
yes, we'll have him do all the cooking for Barbecue Fridays.
Yeah, you know you want that. Unless if he smokes something.
Or all we all have is pizza from like Little Caesars. Okay, so let me add these to the bowl. Okay. Like I said, guys, I'm prepping a lot of it for tomorrow, so when I recook the noodles, it's just easier. Okay, because today is actually not a day that we're going to try something. You'll get to try it tomorrow when it's better. Look at Steve's all sad. Here, Steve, you want a piece of celery?
No. So it's more of a learning one for them.
Yeah, this is a learning one, and then tomorrow, because it's actually better tomorrow than it is the day you make it.
Like
Certain
it's
foods are, certain foods, yeah. I don't know why.
Unless it's German steak salad.
Yeah, because it's warm at that point. Yeah, but like stews, chili, soups, things like that are always better the next day.
You know what's also better the next day?
Pizza.
Chinese food.
Chinese food, leftover Chinese food is the best.
It is the best.
And that's where you know if your Chinese food place is good too, if it's still like,
Super tasty.
Yes.
It's even tastier the next day.
yeah. And if it's still crispy, some of the stuff like that's fried.
Does it look like your macaroni?
I'm talking about Panda Express people.
Right?
Panda Express is not Chinese food. It's not Chinese food. I will eat Panda Express only if that's all that's open.
I have to be desperate.
Yeah. Because I do have my Chinese food place I go to. Lady's very nice, and she always says, "Oh, you very large man," and gives me extra. Always. She has to put rubber bands around everything to keep it close. No, she just knows I'll eat a lot. Yeah.
The extra portion.
And she always gives, she knew my, her little daughter and my nephews kind of grew up together when we would go in there, so she's always asked about them, and then she always gives us like extra food too, because she knows when they were there, they would eat a lot. You know, she knows they don't live there anymore, but anytime they're in town, that is actually one of their stops. We take them to go see her. What do you need? What? Carl? That was so rude. So,
Decline.
he declined because he ate it already. Did you not eat lunch, Carl?
No lunch.
I have a Philly cheesesteak in my
I
freezer.
see that there, you just put your
I have a Philly cheesesteak in my freezer if you like it. They're good. Yeah. Okay, so we got some of that, because I'm going to show you guys how to mix some of it, but then we got our little, who here has ever eaten a sweet pickle? 4 people here? If you haven't tried one, come on up and I'll let you try it.
What else do they call when they're little baby sweet pickles?
Gherkins. Hey, come on up and come try it. If you like if you like Big Macs, you like sweet
Have you
pickles.
had sweet pickle?
Well, one time, but it's too
Too
sweet.
sweet? I'm with you, Chad.
Hey, if you eat Big Macs or Thousand Island dressing, I guarantee you have some sweet pickles in it. Okay?
It's good? See what happens when you try something? I say it right. No? You know what it tastes like?
Another bit of pickles, and they like ice today.
I mean, your eyes twitch. There's a first. Oh, yeah, good pickles, huh?
So there are lots of spices and stuff too that go in it. Not only do you add this stuff in it, you're going to make a sauce for it. Okay, and we'll get to that too. One thing people will do sometimes, and I used to be one of those heathens, is I would add the mayonnaise to the bowl, add the salt to the bowl, add the pepper to the bowl, mix it together. That's heathenism. You add it all to a bowl like this, whip it all together, then pour it in so it all gets mixed evenly.
You're talking about dumplings.
No, into the noodles. Because then you're also beating up the noodles. And that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to be chopping up the noodles as you're stirring stuff in. But it's also good because you get the pepper, like the garlic powder stuff all mixed in. Because I've seen some.
I'm actually a late bloomer on that one too. I
Yeah.
And as I got older, I learned.
Yeah, because, you might put the pepper in and then there's a clump of pepper somewhere that didn't get mixed in. And you take that
Or
bite.
it's too much.
Yeah.
My grandmother, if she made too much, because she eyeballed everything, if she made too much of the mixture, then she would put the other in a jar and we would use it on sandwiches.
Oh, I got kind of pickles forever and there's like hardly any. What's wrong, Steve?
Could you use sweet pickle relish?
You could. You could. What? Yeah, you
That's
could.
exactly what I was
You
going
could.
to say.
Sweet pickle relish is fine. You want to get the ones though that aren't mixed with like a mustard or something because then they're a little extra potent. So you always have to be careful to look at what you're buying. But they make a dill relish now too. They used to not. And it's like really good. It's good for like making tartar sauces, Thousand Islands. It's like perfect. You just put a little squirt in. Yeah, and it's like saves you a bunch of time. But they used to not have dill relish.
Yeah, I do relish.
They used to just be sweet relish.
Same time.
Huh? It's 1:30. And guys, we don't have a lot of time today because, like I said, I'm prepping for tomorrow. But I kind of want to show you the process that takes. Look how long it's taking. You know, there's some talking and stuff too, but it's actually a lot of work to cook for Barbecue Friday.
Can we ask one last question? I don't know,
That's it, because you asked it just now. As soon as you said, can we ask, that turned into a question. Yes, go ahead.
Did you explain the vinegar?
I did not, because I don't know why they put the vinegar in, but why is that?
The vinegar cuts the mayonnaise. All the fatty components in the mayonnaise. It helps to cut the mayonnaise so it's smoother too, and it gives it the consistency.
Yeah, and it has to be red wine vinegar, not the regular, you know, because the regular is too potent in flavor.
And let's clean your toilet with.
Yeah. Or dye Easter eggs.
Somebody help the child.
Yeah. So thank you for joining today, guys. Sorry that we did not get it completed, but it is very bulky. And just so you know, because Carl did talk about it, we did find the celery in an ad on sale for 99 cents. Okay, so that was the one thing we used from it. Thank you. Have a great day.